Tag F5 Autocalibration. This tag contains two subtags, autocalibration itself and the exact adjustment of the injectors. You can also see the information about the lambda sensor, the information about the engine revolutions, the progress bar of the autocalibration process, as well as some tips about the adjustment and autocalibration. In the right corner you can see the Settings and Start button. The Settings button is meant for parameters and algorithm of autocalibration and adjustment. The Start-Stop button launches or stops the process of autocalibration and adjustment. If the animation option is on, then during the diagram editing the program automatically switches to F3 tag and shows which side the changes happen. Let's tap on the Settings option. In this case, these are the autocalibration settings. The section of the order on injector calibration, the section of time control, and the section of lambda sensor. The injector calibration order permits to set the order of injector calibration. For instance, delete all and select a suitable calibration order. Select the first injector, then add the second injector, add the third injector, and the fourth injector. All the information is drawn on this board through the detailed steps. In the first step, only the first injector is calibrated. In the second step, the first and second injectors are calibrated, and so on. This order is meant for the engine with 4 injectors. Let's look at the time section. A pause, stabilization time, and compare range. The pause determines a period of time during which no measurings take place. This time is required for the computer to tune, and you will see when the lambda sensor starts working properly. If, of course, a sensor like this exists and is plugged in. Stabilization time is a period of time during which the collection of the data and its drawing onto the screen takes place. The compare range. One of the steps of the calibration finishes when the difference between the duration of the open condition of petrol injector in petrol mode and the duration of the open condition of petrol injector on gas mode is within the set range. Lambda sensor. If the sensor is running and is plugged in, you should choose the normal option. If it's plugged off, broken, you should choose the not working option. You must also choose the not working option if the lambda sensor is absent. The only difference between these two options is the angle of the diagram in the beginning of the calibration. All these settings can be saved or loaded into a file on your computer, or you can go back to default settings. You can also separately set the default order of calibration. In the Autocalibration tag, the information about the duration of the open conditions of petrol injectors in petrol mode and the duration of the open condition of petrol injector on gas mode is given. You can also see the duration of the open conditions of gas injectors. The preset order of calibrations is also shown on the tag. Adjustment. The adjustment tag gives the data of the duration of the open conditions of petrol injectors on petrol mode and the duration of the open conditions of petrol injectors on gas mode. The factors of each injector is calculated automatically. You can set them manually and afterwards transmit the settings into controller. You can also clear those settings and receive them from controller by pressing these buttons. You can also separately clear each injector.